The Cabinet has just had a long, detailed and impassioned debate on the draft withdrawal agreement and the outline political declaration on our future relationship with the European Union. These documents were the result of thousands of hours of hard negotiation by UK officials and many, many meetings which I and other ministers held with our EU counterparts. I firmly believe that the draft withdrawal agreement was the best that could be negotiated, and it was for the Cabinet to decide whether to move on in the talks. The choices before us were difficult, particularly in relation to the Northern Ireland backstop. But the collective decision of Cabinet was that the government should agree the draft withdrawal agreement and the outline political declaration. This is a decisive step which enables us to move on and finalise the deal in the days ahead. These decisions were not taken lightly, but I believe it is a decision that is firmly in the national interest. When you strip away the detail, the choice before us is clear. This deal, which delivers on the vote of the referendum, which brings back control of our money, laws and borders, ends free movement, protects jobs, security and our union, or leave with no deal or no Brexit at all. I know that there will be difficult days ahead. This is a decision which will come under intense scrutiny, and that is entirely as it should be and entirely understandable. But the choice was this deal, which enables us to take back control and to build a brighter future for our country, or going back to square one, with more division, more uncertainty and a failure to deliver on the referendum. It's my job as Prime Minister to explain the decisions that the government has taken, and I stand ready to do that, beginning tomorrow with a statement in Parliament. But if I may end by just saying this, I believe that what I owe to this country is to take decisions that are in the national interest. And I firmly believe, with my head and my heart, that this is a decision which is in the best interests of our entire United Kingdom.
We have been listening into UK Prime Minister Theresa May making a statement after a 5-hour-long or so cabinet meeting. We want to go to Wilfred Frost down at the New York Stock Exchange. We understand that she will also address Parliament with the contents of the deal, which she says is firmly in the best interests of the nation. Absolutely, Melissa. And we saw sterling rally, and as it had started to do in the previous 20 minutes, it's up 0.2, 0.3% on the day. Had been down 0.6% as recently as an hour ago, and we did see equities in the US pick up as well off the back of that. The key thing she has achieved here is she has united Remainers and Brexiteers within her cabinet to back this deal. It seems unanimously from what she said there that there hasn't been a single resignation. Now, what she has not done is united extreme Brexiteers, because the most extreme previously in the cabinet, the likes of Boris Johnson and David Davis, resigned some months ago. Therefore, they weren't in that group. A very big achievement what she's done today. But as we've also been hearing throughout the day, there are some others in her party that may still not be happy with this. So she's not in the clear completely, but she has taken a massive step forward with her deal. As she said, the collective decision of the cabinet to agree to her deal, and she called it a decisive step towards Brexit. Sterling is up, but still pretty much flat on the day, which highlights there are still many hurdles to overcome. Guys?
What do we know of what is in this proposed deal and how it would impact Britain's economy and Europe's?
Well, at the moment, just leaked details. 500 pages, it's reported to be, this provisional agreement, which, as the Prime Minister just said, will now be published so that all members of Parliament can dive into it. And, of course, then members of the European Union can as well, so they can decide whether they want to accept it. At the moment, it's just Theresa May's negotiators and Michel Barnier, the EU's negotiators, that have come to this agreement, and now the Cabinet as well. I think that the key point, though, in general, from what we know on this, Tyler, is that it is a middle ground Brexit. It is not a hard Brexit, and therefore it is not the worst case scenario for the British economy in terms of its trade with the European Union. The other key point that she made at the end there is she felt this was in the national interest for the entire of the United Kingdom. I'm sure she chose those words on purpose to imply that this was also the best deal for Northern Ireland. There's been a big debate as to whether this deal could separate Northern Ireland away from the rest of the United Kingdom. I'm sure she's implying there that it would not. But interesting to see sterling only flat on today, still very much within its range of the last 4 months of around 127 to 132. So the markets, at least, not resoundingly celebrating what is a huge individual day's achievement for the Prime Minister, because there's still a long way to go to get this ratified.